Here's my first video, and as promised you can get a tour of my little craft room. As you can see, it's actually my bedroom. In fact, my bed has moved around so much that the craft room has basically taken over everything. So we'll start off. There's my bed, and now over to my desk where a lot of my work is carried out. We have a scanner. There's my Cricut Joy, the first one that I bought. Then if we go over to the right, we've got my new Cricut, which is the Explore 3. If we go just to the right hand side of the desk, we've got my first set of drawers, which contains mostly tools and a few little bits and bobs, including the bottom drawer, which has got a load of scraps in there for when I'm card making. And on the top here, this is my favourite trimmer. It's a nice guillotine from Crafter's Companion. Stays sharp because it sharpens itself every time you use it. And to the right of those set of drawers, we've now got a bank of basically 5 printers. So this printer is my Canon, which is the A3 printer, and it does a great job of all the colour prints that I need. Then I've got my laser printer for all the black and white stuff. It's actually a colour printer, but it's not brilliant in colour. Then we've got the Sawgrass SG500. This is the dedicated sublimation printer that I use for most of the stuff that I make. So the coasters are printed with this printer. The next printer we have are up here, and these are my label printers. The one on the left is just for normal address labels, but the one on the right is the one I use for dedicated postage labels, and that's what I will use when I send any coasters out to you. Below there we've got the set of drawers, nice rainbow drawers. The one on the left is for A4 cardstock and papers. The one on the right is for 12x12 cardstock and papers. And sat on there, on top, we've got my Gemini die cutting tool, which is electric. And just behind that, I've got a sewing machine. Yeah, I do sometimes use my own sewing machine. Above the printers, I've got my pegboard, which is where I store a lot of my goods that I need to use for my crafting. So up here, we've got my scoring boards, the mats that I use for the Cricut, a few odds and ends of tools like my rulers, etc. I've got a bank of pens for the Cricut machines, a few pairs of scissors and other office equipment. The thing on the right there is my cooling fan that goes around my neck, and also I've got a headset for when I'm on the phone doing team meetings, etc. I've got some double-sided tape there on the right hand side. And then a tray full of things like glues, etc. And that tool just there, that's my heat gun. That's for when I'm doing embossed stuff on my cards. This, I think, must be my most favourite tool that I've got now, which is my HTV Ront heat press, which I use all the time for making the coasters. So all coasters are put on this drawer here, and there's a heat plate just under here. When you put the drawer in, the heat plate comes down and it puts pressure on the coasters or whatever I'm sublimating, and it will also add a lot of heat to transfer the ink over to the substrate that I'm using. There's my heat transfer tape and my heat resistant gloves, and this is my butcher paper, which I use for protecting any of my presses, because the ink can actually damage or get onto your plates, etc. Lastly, we'll just go underneath the printers, and here I have, that is my Cricut Easy Press, HTV Ront tumbler press, and a Cricut mug press. So hopefully that gives you a good idea of all the stuff that I've got at the moment. Just take another quick look round, starting with the table where I do most of the work. Following round, as you can see, we've got the bank of printers and my sewing machine. My first set of drawers, my desk, and I still have somewhere to sleep as well. Thank you for watching. Bye.